Hey everybody, Tom Sparks with Sparks Media Group. Today we're going to load this 3D virtual tour that we did using an iGuide Planix Pro into Stitch. And I'm going to go over a couple issues I noticed when processing this. I didn't do this particular tour, one of my photographers did. And generally speaking, the Planix Pro auto-aligns the scans perfectly, but occasionally there's some issues. And what I noticed when first opening this was there seemed to be a lot of data, curved lines and things like that I was curious about. So I'm going to go through the process of stitching this like I normally would, and we'll go over the issues as we come across them. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on main building and ensure that the wall thickness is set to 6 inches. And go on main floor and ensure that the wall thickness is set to 6 inches, which it is, and it's also marked above grade. Next, I'm going to go and set the initial pano, which we always do is the front door. So that's set. Now I'm going to go through the house and I'm going to hide any closet doors that are open, because we don't want those to show on the final tour. This also includes pantries, so we'll hide this one. And we're going to hide the garage. So we always do the kitchen with the garage door closed, and then we'll do an additional pano with the garage door open and then go in the garage. And that way the drafters have data that they can draft the floor plan with, but we're not going to show this on the tour. Hide this closet door. Hide that closet. Hide this. And hide that. Next, I'm going to go and try to figure out where these rounded lines are and see if I can tell why. So I'm going to scroll down the list of panos until the pano that I want is highlighted, and that's this one. So if you look at it, these are clearly square walls there. There's a square wall there, square wall there, square wall there. But this data is clearly rounded. So if I move it off to the side, that doesn't look like a square room, and it doesn't line up with anything in here. So I was curious about this. Why did this happen? And the only thing that I can think of would be the cause of it is that the pictures were taken, and then the Planix Pro was picked up and moved prior to the LiDAR finishing capturing the data. I can't prove that. This is just a theory, but we don't see the photographer in the shot, and we see rounded walls, and so I'm just going to assume that the LiDAR data was bad, but the camera pictures were good. So we can do a couple things. We can hide it, or we can delete it. I'm going to delete it because I don't want the drafters to see this and try to figure out what that is. And we already have other scan points in that room that showed that it's clearly a square. So we're going to delete that pano. And then we're just going to go down the list and find the next rounded one, which I'm going to say is right here. Now again, we got square wall over there, square wall there. Nothing in this room says kind of rounded. And I can tell this is kind of a one-off anomaly with this room because the rest of the scans in that room are square. And again, it doesn't line up nice. So what we're going to do is delete this one. And again, we're going to go down the list. That one almost looks square. This one, however, doesn't. So we're going to delete this one. And I'm actually going to delete this one as well, because that data looks not complete. There's one that's square and one that's not. It's almost the shape of a Planix Pro. Now from here we can do a couple things. I'm going to hit the save button just so I don't lose any of my data. I'm going to try to do a auto align, or this button right here arranges all scans. So I'm going to click it and hit yes to all and see if it lines up everything perfectly. And it does. So now we have it all lined up. It's all perfect. All the lines are nice and tight. Next I'm going to save it again, and then I'm going to try to export. Now I bet I'm going to get an error that says these two are the same. So we'll go over here. Not that these two are the same, I'm sorry, that these two are too close. So we have 27 and 39. So I'm going to move 39 by 27 just so I can go back and forth. And these look very similar. I can't see anything different. So what I'm going to do is just hit save. I'm going to try to export it, and here we get the scans are too close. So I'm going to pick one and hide it. And I'm going to hide 27 for no reason other than I'm just picking that one. Hit the save button, or I'm sorry, the export button, and it says exterior wall thickness is unusually small, less than 16 centimeters. We get this all the time. We're just going to hit ignore. Now it's going to stitch the panels together and then export the file. And there you have it, property exported successfully. So we can hit the create iGuide to launch the website automatically, but I always just go to the website on my own when I'm ready to. And so we'll do that with this particular tour. But that's how we handle an issue where we see rounded walls in a room that we know is square. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. If you like this video, please like it. Share it if you find it valuable, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching, guys.